Right guys, we have details regarding the colors to expect with the iPhone 15 series, and so let's delve into that and also some other details. Right, so beginning with the colors, let's talk about the iPhone 15 Pro color because 9to5Mac tells us we could see a dark red for the 15 Pro. Now the hex code for this is #410D0D, so it's a very dark brownish red, and I know color leaks could be false, so take this with a grain of salt. But why I think this could be the case is because Apple in the past has been giving us quite muted colors, and this fits perfectly with that. I mean, let's take Deep Purple. This was actually space grayish in most lighting conditions, and that's also been the case in the past with colors like Sierra Blue, Pacific Blue, and of course Midnight Green with the first Pro iPhone, and so yeah, this hue does make sense. However, as I said guys, take everything with a grain of salt because for those who followed the iPhone 13 rumors, you might remember there were tons of credible leaks regarding a bronze finish for the iPhone 13 Pro, but that was not the case. We were completely surprised with the blue, so when it comes to colors, definitely take these rumors with a grain of salt. They could be false. And actually 9to5Mac mentions another example of this because back when the iPhone 10 was being rumored, there were reports regarding a new gold finish, but we did not get that. However, months after the release, there was an FCC filing that leaked for a gold iPhone 10, so clearly that was in the works, but Apple scrapped it last minute. I will say though, this color does look nice if it does pan out. It reminds me of the Burgundy Galaxy S8, that was a very classy finish, and a slightly darker version for the 15 Pros would be very nice. I do wonder though how they're going to get the sides of the device in this burgundy color because remember that we're getting titanium with the 15 Pros, and as far as I know it's harder to do colored finishes on a titanium chassis, hence why we've only ever seen natural and space black coatings for the Apple Watch. And so yes, as I said, there is a pretty high chance this could be scrapped last minute. I will say though, there was a report I read regarding the chassis being a mixture of titanium and aluminium, so maybe that is going to help Apple give us better coatings on the actual chassis of the device. Now guys, I can't lie, more than this report, I'm actually excited about the colors we could see with the regular 15 because 9to5Mac tells us we could see a pink and a light blue with the regular 15 models. And this is very exciting news because I love the iPhone XR blue, it's my favorite iPhone color of all time, so this, returning with the 15 series, really is going to be amazing. And yeah, judging by the hex code they gave us, this shade is very similar to that bright blue we saw on the XR, so yes, I can't lie guys, I might actually be tempted to downgrade and get the regular 15, because yes, I know the features are going to be worse, but I want that color back so bad, and it's pretty unlikely Apple's ever going to give us such a bright color for the Pro models. So yes, really unsure what to do, but I guess we'll see what happens when these devices do launch. And for those wondering about the rest of the colors for the regular models, do remember that we always get Midnight Starlight Red, and then 2 extra colors, and so yeah, light blue and pink would be nice. And actually regarding the pink, I was disappointed with the regular 13's pink because it was very pale and was basically white for the most part, but this is a proper hot pink, and yeah, these colors would be great. Now moving on to battery life, we know with the Pros, those are getting A17 chips with the 3nm process, and those should be 35% more power efficient, giving us much better battery life. And by the way, Apple has taken TSMC's entire supply of this, but some might be wondering, could we see any upgrades with the battery life on the regular models? Well, that's where this new report comes in because apparently we could see a more efficient OLED display driver chip in all of the 15 series models that could improve the endurance. I'll be honest though guys, I don't think it's going to make a massive difference, but every little helps, especially if Apple does not give us bigger batteries with the regular models. Anyways, my final reports regarding 8 gigs of RAM coming to the iPhone 15 Pro series, and we've heard about RAM upgrades on the Pro model iPhones for years, but that just has not happened yet. We've had 6 gigs on the Pros since the iPhone 12 Pro series, and so I'm taking this information with a grain of salt, considering we've had reports like this for many years, but still there's been no RAM improvements. And if I'm being honest guys, I rarely run into RAM issues, and so we don't need RAM upgrades, and the only reason why Apple could give us 8 gigs on the iPhone is if we get 8K video, because having that much higher video to process, might need the additional RAM, so I could see 8 gigs making sense in that instance. But again, considering the 14 Pro was rumoured to get 8K video support, and yet we still did not see it, makes me doubtful again about these RAM improvements. However, I will mention TrendForce does say we could see a bump up in the capacity and the actual spec of the RAM, and do remember the 14 Pros have faster LPDDR5 RAM in them compared to the regular 14s, so yeah, maybe at the very least, we do see speed improvements for the RAM in the 15 Pros. It's kinda crazy though that if this rumour does pan out, the iPhone's gonna match the base Max in terms of RAM configurations, and that's kinda puzzling because a computer should ideally have more RAM to use, and so it's a real shame we still have 8 gigs with the base Max. I'm hoping with the M3 generation we do see an upgrade to 16 gigs. Anyways, let's delve into your questions. So Thomas here's replying to a comment regarding someone holding on to the 7 Plus and waiting for the iPhone 15, and he says, as for the guy with the 7 Plus, I agree with Saran, if his needs are basic then he could have swapped the battery and still be happy using it. I still can't imagine myself using the 7 Plus, I actually have the regular 7, mostly because of the camera. I currently use the iPhone 12 Pro Max, and the difference in camera quality is massive. What I admire though is he definitely got his money's worth by using the device for many years, and didn't produce a ton of extra waste by buying new stuff on a regular basis. And yeah, Thomas makes a very good point at the end because yes, hold on to your devices for longer and get your money's worth. I'm trying my best to do that as well, though of course I do have to review some new products. But yes, if I was an average consumer, I would definitely be using my products for at least 2 to 3 years. So apologies if I mispronounce this, but John CO8676 says, still waiting for the new improved iPhone and improved updates to the island so the feature could be handy since the island right now has been rushed when the iPhone 14 Pro came out. Still rocking the iPhone SE2 and they say they love the videos. Thank you for the compliments, I appreciate that. Now regarding your first point about Dynamic Island being rushed, I kinda understand your view because I do agree the island could have been better integrated with the actual OS, but I think for the most part Apple has done a pretty good job. Though I'll be honest guys, I have forgotten the island's there for the most part, so yes, hopefully iOS 17 can bring some big changes. Anyways, tell me your thoughts regarding these new colours in the comments. Anyways, thank you for watching guys, make sure to like and subscribe for the latest Apple news and rumours, and on that note, I'll see you guys in the next one.